Alright, welcome back. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the next Linux or Unix based system commands or based script commands, which is ls, which is pretty easy, and you may already familiar with this, but there is something that you might don't know about the ls command. So, let's get into it. So, the if you don't know, the ls command is the which is the abbreviation for listing the content of the current directory, and if I type pwd, it shows the printing the current working directory. I'm inside the home to see Zaman desktop and tests directory. So if I type ls here and hit enter, here it shows a whole bunch of files. If I scroll top, as you can see, these are files and directories. So it actually displays the content of the currently working directory. So I am currently inside to see Zaman desktop and then tests, and in the GUI they are right here. So in the CLI we can display this the content of the directories using the ls command, which shows the contents or everything in the current working directory. So uh, we can display the content of the directory and uninstall we want. So if I type a tag a, which will display everything, each and everything. So just by typing ls, it will not display the hidden directories, and if you type ls tag la, it will create it will display the hidden directories as well, so or files as well. So here we have accounts.log dot swv and dot and double dots. So if I type ls, it is not going to display ls dot and uh, those environment type files. So if in order to display each and every file, you can use the ls tag a, which will display each and everything. So now if you want to display files or content of the current directory based on the permissions, so you can use tag l flag or parameter. So if I see here, these are the directories, and that displays some useful information: permissions, who created it, and these are the date on which it was created, and then the directory name. So these are it is showing the, if I zoom it a little bit out, yeah, so it looks better. So it displays the file name or directory name, and then created date and author and permissions, the group permissions, root and user permission, and it counts the content, how much directories or files are inside that directory. So that's that. Now if you want to display both of them at once, you can use tag la or al, both will work the same. If I type ls tag la and hit enter, it will display the hidden files as well based on the permissions. So you can use tag la to display directories based on the permissions and all the directories hidden as well. Now if I see the main page of ls command, here is something uh, else that you might don't know. So you can use tag b, which is escape, c style escape, which is not pretty useful. We can pass directories as well. So here it displays the content of the currently working directory. If you want to display the content of something else directory, if I type s here, I have a directory, let's say uh, Tauseed Zaman. I have this directory. Now if I want to display the content of that directory, I can use I will pass just a parameter, and that's it. If I hit enter, these are the directories inside Tauseed Zaman directory, which is in the current directory. So if I want to display the content of user when directory, I can just pass the path, and if I hit enter, it displays the content of that directory. So if you pass no arguments, if you don't pass any argument, it will display the current it will display the content of the current directory, and if you pass the parameter, it will display the content of that directory. And you can pass if I type ls tag la here, the you might see that dot and double dot. So the dot points to the current directory and double dot points to the previous directory. So you can display the content of the previous directory using ls and then double dot and hit enter. These are the content of the previous directory, which is, if I type pwd, which is for printing the currently working directory, it is Tauseed Zaman desktop test. So we are currently in the test directory, and now if I typed ls and then dot dot, so it displays the content of the desktop directory. So that's that. And the dot which we see right here, which is dot, so this one, if you type ls dot, it displays the same thing because it displays the content of the current directory. The dot points to the current working directory. So that and let's see the main page of ls, and let's see if there is anything useful. Now the tag t flag of parameter is sort the modification time and uh, newest path, so it orders those based on the time of modification. So that is used for that. So let's try that. If I type ls, we can use the tag t and then hit enter. I think we can use this with that ls tag lat, which is permissions and times and all. So take a for all, and here they are displaying all the directories. And the previous we saw that the dot and double dot was uh, near to each other, and now they are in order, so modified order. So the ut is modified nearly, so that's why it is on the top. And if we take a look to the this size, this is the size in bytes, so we can make it more readable for us using or bypassing the ls tag, let's say la and then h. And if I hit enter, now you will see instead of whole bunch of numbers, it is displaying the size in kilobytes and megabytes, and it is actually human readable form. So tag m, we pass tag m, which is right here, for human readable uh, file size format. So as you can see, the Wireshark is 4.0k kilobyte, and others are the same. So it is now more readable for us, for humans, to read the size of their file.